On February 1, the world woke up to a big story that the military in Myanmar took over the government and arrested the president and state councilor Aung San Suu Kyi. On February 3, Cardinal Charles Maung Bo of Yangon issued a statement calling on the people and the whole world to pray for peace and reconciliation in the country. With us today is Father Peter Mao of the Diocese of Mandalay and Father Bernard Tang, also a priest from Myanmar, from the Diocese of Mitkyina, to share with us what is going on in the country as of this moment. Father Peter, what's the latest update from Myanmar?
The professors and the tutors and the university students, they show or they express their feeling, and also it's participating or camping, red ribbon camping, and the students come out on the streets and shouting and asking for democracy, freedom and justice, what is currently happening in the country. As you all know that the military has taken the power. That is why the people are asking to give back to the people.
Is it not quite dangerous that people are coming out, especially the young people, the students?
It is dangerous, but people, up to now, they are peacefully demonstrating, just only walking on the street and asking what they want, what the people really want for democracy.
Mm-hmm. Father Bernard, Cardinal Bo issued a statement calling for people to stay at home and to pray and to work for peace. What do you think is the message of the Church?
Yes, as you said that the Cardinal Charles Bo of Myanmar released his statement on February 3. That in this statement that he is mainly addressing or focusing to the people of Myanmar, and also to the Tatmadaw, that is the military of Myanmar, and also to the state councillor and the NLD, the party governing that, and also the addressing also to the international community. So when you look at as a whole, the statement of the Cardinal is mainly talking about to calm down and not to fall into violence. Then, especially for the people of Myanmar, this is very critical and also the very painful situation. But not to react violence, just calm down and then for peaceful resolution. And that is encouraging the people of Myanmar. He said that as a church leader, he also very much sharing the pain of the people of Myanmar. And then they said that the country is suffering so many years already, shedding blood for many years already. Now we are coming back again, the darkness movement. If you are really promising democracy, then first release the detained president and the state councillor.
There's another interesting thing that the Cardinal said. He appealed to the international community.
Yes, the Cardinal Bo said that whenever we're talking about the international, people will start talking about the sanction, economic sanction. And then Cardinal said that this sanction will make the people suffer again because people are already poor and then there are many suffering already. Then once we invite the sanction, then we make our people suffer again. That's why not by means of sanction, but having the people and the Myanmar to have dialogue and then the peaceful resolution for this crisis.
The bishops of Myanmar also issued a call for the Catholics.
The bishops of Myanmar asking the faithful to fast and pray, especially for this country, for those peoples full of worry. This is the way that the church can do for the good of the people in Myanmar. And also this is the best way for us. God can do everything. Mm-hmm. In this way, the church is doing and helping the country by praying and fasting as much as we can. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
When we talk about Myanmar, it's not just Yangon or not only Mandalay, but the whole country. What is happening in other places, in Kachin State, in in other provinces, in other regions of the country?
I think now is the the age of the media. Now we are very much influenced by the social media. So people are making use of the social media, especially Facebook in Myanmar. So because of this media, the news spread very quickly across the country. That's why the situation is aware by every people from Myanmar. That's why not only in Yangon, Mandalay, maybe the other small city and towns also, they all are aware of this situation, and also there are some reaction. But until now, the people are being encouraged to have the non-violence protest campaign, not to come out on the street and then to take part on violence, but non-violence campaign like what they call the civil non-disobedience, non-violence protest, something like that. So.
Are there also deployment of military or of soldiers in other parts of the country, or is it only in the capital?
Military deployment are almost everywhere, especially in the big city like Naypyidaw, Yangon, Mandalay, and some other the capital of the states and division. So there are some very obvious movement are there.
Father Peter, what is the impact of the situation now on the COVID crisis of the pandemic? People have been suffering due to the pandemic. It's all over the world, and there was positive news in last month when Myanmar actually started, one of the few countries in Asia that really started vaccination ahead of some other countries in the region. But what is happening now? What happened now?
It is also one of the sadly things happen. As you know, so from the news, India is helping Myanmar. In the first dose, 1.5 million of COVID vaccine already doing these things. Vaccinating is going on, but immediately this power taking over come in, and then as far as I heard from the news that the second February was the second dose is arriving, but because of this situation, it returned to India. And now that is a sad situation for us. It was a shock for us in this kind of pandemic. It is the biggest worry for the people also. People are thinking and saying that we may not be able to get any more. That is one of the biggest worry for us also for the health and in this time of pandemic.
Father Bernard, what can we expect in the coming days?
When will this end?
So it is very difficult to predict what will happen the next day, because it seems that the situation, the political crisis is just begin. So we do not know what will happen tomorrow and the next day. But it seems that when we see the news, that every day the non-violence campaign are regularly increasing, like all the medics, the personnel, they are protesting and then non-participating with the government, to call it this the military coup, something like that. Now we see that not only the university but the high school and all the other professional field also they start participating the Red Ribbon campaign, meaning that we hope that this might end with peacefully, meaning that the military might turn and then they again return the power to the elected government, and then everything will be peacefully settled. But this is our expectation and our hope.
Father Peter, what is your message to the international community and to the people of Myanmar?
To the international community, this Myanmar, the name Myanmar is most of the country do not know. But in this time, this kind of event make the people come to know Myanmar, where it is that and what is happening now. We want all the international members to be the voice of the voiceless people and oppressed people, and also help to our country.
Father Bernard, some are saying that the positive thing with this is more people are now praying and turning to God.
This is the very normal for humanity. Whenever they face the crisis and troubles, so they turn to God and then they pray more. So now also in Myanmar, particularly the Christian community, they're praying. Before this also we are facing the global pandemic, and also we are praying very hard for the pandemic. And now for our country, because of the crisis, so people come pray more again. So that is true that when we face some trouble and the crisis, we turn to God.
Thank you very much, Father Peter, Father Bernard, and we hope for the best for Myanmar.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And this is Up Close with Joe Torres.